come here today to meet communities who live far from the town up in the Atlas Mountains. And these are communities who really have vulnerability to climate change. Although we have a river behind us, there are problems with water in this region. Maybe this river should be much higher than we see it today. At the same time, we've seen problems arising with crops. The harvests are not as good as they used to be. So how are the villagers here adapting to these kind of conditions? Like villagers anywhere, they are searching for new forms of income. They are looking for new plants. They are looking to improve their harvests. We saw one group who had planted more apple trees to try and take advantage of the water down by the river where they are. But they found that the harvests were becoming poorer, so they were adding fertilizer. But the fertilizer gave them problems. They were worried about the health of the children, of their animals, and that it would run into the water. We also saw a community who had decided that their main crop, which is the herb thyme, was only giving them a harvest 2 months out of 12. So they looked for other crops and did their research from a graduate who came home from university back to her community to try and look for a new crop that would be added into the traditional ones. So now they are starting with a new crop of saffron, which will be a high value crop and will be giving work for 4 months in the year. And they're also trying an experiment with the carob tree, which is also well suited to the conditions here, but has never been tried before, so it's very experimental. So I think we see that people here understand that climate change is happening, it's a reality for them, and they are trying to adapt in their own way, and when they find a problem, they recognize it. So they're worried about fertilizer, they see the impact, and they're going to look for something else. They're worried because they don't have income for 10 months of the year, so they look for an alternative and they're going to try it. This is really how communities that are far away in a vulnerable circumstance are trying now to do their best to cope with climate change. And it's really impressive.